Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the future of three players, and it is going to consist of Lionel Messi, David Alaba and Erling Haaland. I do think that it is quite clear that this is what our summer is going to look like. We are going to be talking about Messi saga, the transfer of Erling Haaland and the potential transfer of David Alaba. Barcelona do need to reinforce some certain areas within the squad for the next season, but in the end, like I have said, these are going to be the main three players that are going to be talked about within Barcelona for the next couple of months. And so what we are going to do in today's video is just give some minor updates regarding these three players, and we're first going to be talking about Lionel Messi. So now that we are in this 2-week break, Laporta and Ronald Koeman are going to be having a sporting discussion. What is going to be the future of this sporting project moving forward now that Laporta is here and that a brand new sporting department is going to be entering this club? Because let me tell you, Barcelona cannot know what their sporting project is going to look like unless they find out what's going to be Messi's future with this club. Is he going to be staying, yes or no? And I do think that as of now, at this time, Laporta and the rest of the board members are having two completely different conversations. What could Barcelona do and what could they look like with Messi, and what could Barcelona do and look like without Lionel Messi? They have to prepare for the worst, and that is the right thing to do. As the president of FC Barcelona, you want to be prepared for the best and for the worst. But it says here, according to Alfredo Martinez, that Messi's final decision is expected to be sometime within May. Laporta first does have to assess the club's economic situation before making an offer for Lionel Messi. Jorge Messi, which is the father of Lionel Messi, has made it clear that he will not be traveling to Barcelona anytime soon. So from the perspective of every Barcelona fan, this is like a slow burn, right? We never do want to be in a position like this where we do have to wait days upon days in order to get to that very moment where Messi's going to be making that decision. But the final say coming from Lionel Messi is going to be arising from two different occasions. One is going to be when he does make that decision in May, and two, I do see Laporta and the rest of the board members making an offer for Lionel Messi before the month of May does arise. So anywhere between April 27th, which will be after the final between Athletic Club and FC Barcelona, and before May 1st. Again, I do see the club offering Messi the proposal between these two dates here. Then after that, we will be hearing the response coming from Messi and his environment in the month of May. This is what we could see in the coming weeks. Because let me tell you, just waiting on the decision from Lionel Messi, from the club's perspective, it is not good in this coming summer. The last thing we do want to see is for Messi to make his decision by the end of the transfer window. And Messi does know that. And it says here, according to Moises Llorens, from those close to Lionel Messi, which is his environment, it is believed that he wants to stay away from all the rumors circulating in the media. The one thing that Messi does want to stay away from is the massive chaos that he has caused, like the last time he tried to inform Barcelona and Bartomeu that he wanted to leave. So here's what we could see, and this is just going to be my opinion. I do see Lionel Messi staying with FC Barcelona. I do not see him leaving, because over the past 3 to 4 years, I have never been so confident about this team than today. After what Barcelona have been doing, dominating PSG in the second leg, dominating Sevilla twice, which led them towards a final, and then dominating Real Sociedad like what we have seen 24 hours ago, this is the Barcelona we want to see, and we are going to be seeing for the rest of this season. This is Koeman's image. This is what he wanted to do since the first day he was appointed as the coach of FC Barcelona. We're starting to get a better idea on what his starting 11 is going to look like, what are going to be the roles of these players, and we are finally starting to see that some of these players are actually understanding their roles. And I'm always going to go back to this moment, right, from the previous game. If we look at this picture here, right, on the 88th minute, when Barcelona were winning 5-1 against Sociedad, you would assume that Barcelona were just going to pass the ball around and completely kill off the remaining 4 to 5 minutes. But what did Barcelona do? Barcelona were attacking Sociedad and had a total of 6 to 7 men within the opposition's box. We have never seen Barcelona do this, especially in the past 3 to 4 years. Barcelona were still hungry. They wanted more. They wanted more goals. Barcelona wanted to continue to pound Real Sociedad until the very last seconds of this game. So it's all about the small details, right? It is the small details that will tell you just mentally where these players are at. And these players, they do want more. And Messi, who has been playing for this club for the past 15 years, he does see some similarities to the team that he was seeing about 7 to 8 years ago. And that is a very good sign for Lionel Messi. So hopefully this gives you an idea on where this saga is at and what we could expect coming from Lionel Messi and the type of idea, right? What is Messi looking for coming from this Barcelona team? And now I do want to move on towards Erling Haaland. So before we do get into the news, there was actually a video about Erling Haaland warming up with the players. We saw Odegaard there and some other players from Norway. And in the background of this video, you can see that many TVs were on. And within those TVs, we did see a match which Barcelona was playing. And many were assuming that maybe Haaland is looking at how Barcelona plays just to try and get an idea if he would like to play there, yes or no. All of these rumors were circulating around Erling Haaland when that video was posted on the Instagram from Norway. But I do want to make it very clear. I do think that when we see stuff like this, it is just complete nonsense. Yes, I do get why the reporters are going to want to report this because it does make the headlines, right? But in the end, it really doesn't mean anything or doesn't amount towards anything extremely important. But throughout that time, while Haaland was training, Erling Haaland did have an interview, and this is what he did say. I still have 3 years on my contract, but I am not concerned about that. Meaning that he is not worried about having a total of 3 years left with Borrusia Dortmund because he wants to give that special idea that he is doing completely okay with Borrusia Dortmund. And then they have asked him, what do you think about being compared to Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi? And this is what he said, and I quote, "The media are the ones who write about it. I do not like to center myself within these things. I want to get better every day. When it comes to Messi and Ronaldo, I do not need to talk about them. They're one of the greatest players of all time that has ever played this sport." So I have been questioned many times whether does this mean that Erling Haaland is going to be staying with Borussia Dortmund for the next 3 years. I don't think so. I think that Haaland needs to say what he does need to say when he is under contract with Borussia Dortmund. Like, of course, we're going to be hearing Haaland say that I am completely fine. I still have another 3 years with this club and I'm happy here. Of course, we're going to be hearing that. But I do think that his opinion is going to change and we are not going to be seeing statements like this once he finds out that Borussia Dortmund are not going to be going into the Champions League next season. Because if you were to look at that previous game that Borussia Dortmund has played with Erling Haaland, and we saw that video of Haaland storming out from the field and going into the dressing room, do you think that he was mad because he could not find that third goal? No, he was mad because he knows that Borussia Dortmund as a collective are not doing well and they're not being Champions League material. And what does Erling Haaland want to do? He wants to compete for the Champions League in every season. So yes, this is a statement that Erling Haaland should be saying as he is under contract, but it does not mean nothing once Haaland does find out that he does need to make that extra big step to that next big club. And the problem is still going to continue to remain the same for Barcelona. It is going to be the price tag, but there has been rumors that Barcelona could be seeing a fee of 100 to 110 million euros from Borussia Dortmund in order to sign Erling Haaland. We're going to have to see how that does play out in this summer of 2021, but the idea and the clause is still going to be there for 2022 in the summer, and that is that Borussia Dortmund are going to have to let go of Erling Haaland for a total fee of 75 million euros. But that is going to be the question. Does Barcelona really want to wait until the summer of 2022 to sign Erling Haaland? Like, are we just going to rely on signing another temporary striker in order to fulfill that role until the summer of 2022? And let me tell you, Laporta is aware. Laporta knows exactly what this Barcelona team was doing over the past few years. We signed Kevin Prince Boateng, we signed Martin Braithwaite, we signed many of these temporary strikers that supposedly fit this role. And Laporta does not want to give that image or that impression within his first transfer window. Do you really think that it is going to be in his best interest to sign another temporary striker? Because Barcelona is going to have to. I know that Martin Braithwaite is there, but Barcelona are going to want to improve in some way. But the intentions is still going to remain the same. It is going to be to sign a temporary striker. And I do not think that Laporta does want to do that, which ultimately does lead towards the conclusion that Laporta is going to be striving for this signing. I just do not see Laporta completely writing off this signing, even though if it's worth 110 million euros. And the plan is still going to be remaining the same. Barcelona is going to have to sell. If they do want to buy, they're going to have to decrease the wages of many of these players within the Barcelona squad. Then we can evaluate to see if it is possible for Erling Haaland to come to FC Barcelona. It is going to be extremely difficult for Barcelona to pull this off. I just do not see Barcelona as the main team to be the first team to sign Erling Haaland because there are other players in better financial situations like PSG, Man City. So there are going to be competitors. But the report of Barcelona and Laporta looking to sign Erling Haaland in this summer, regardless of the price, that is very much real. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to talk about David Alaba. And it says here, according to Sky, David Alaba's priority remains to join a team in Spain after his contract with Bayern Munich does end in this coming summer. Barcelona or Real Madrid are going to be remaining as his options. He has already said no and rejected PSG and as well Chelsea. So as for David Alaba, I think that when we talk about David Alaba as a quality player individually coming to Barcelona, it would be a great signing. It would. But I do want to talk about one other thing. And that is about what Barcelona have been doing over the past 5 to 6 games, what we have witnessed coming from these players. And let's remember that just for a second, right? Because David Alaba can play in 3 different positions. He can play as a central defensive midfielder, as a left back, and as a center back. So he is a great utility player that any team would love to have. But in the context of what Barcelona wants to do and what this future could look like when it comes to La Masia, we have Sergio Busquets, who is on the form of his life, doing extremely well. We know that when Busquets is in his A game, he is almost irreplaceable. And then we also do have Jandro, who is coming from Barcelona B and will be emerging into the first team in the coming months. And then we also do have Frenkie de Jong, who does extremely well as a central defensive midfielder. As we do move on towards the center back position, we have Eric Garcia, who is going to be coming in this summer. Barcelona are only going to be paying a total of 3 million euros per season for this player. And when it does come to the technicality of Eric Garcia, he is the solution and the answer to strengthen the defensive line. And then we also do have Frenkie de Jong, who has been impressing very well for FC Barcelona and under Ronald Koeman as a center back. This is something that was extremely unexpected coming from Frenkie de Jong in this season, and his technicality does really help him. And then moving on towards the left back position, I do not know if you guys have been paying attention towards this player at all in this year of 2021, but Jordi Alba's form has been something in what we call a personal remontada. Jordi Alba in this season has redeemed himself, scoring many goals, providing many assists, always backing the attacking line. When it does need him, he is always there. And then we also do have the promotion of Alejandro Balde. He will be emerging into the first team on preseason, and Barcelona will be evaluating just what Alejandro Balde could become for this squad. And that is where the question does come in. Is there really going to be space for a player like David Alaba? And even if David Alaba does come and he is considered as a priority for Barcelona, there are going to be many players that are going to be harmed when it comes to having those development minutes. So to be honest, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be happening with David Alaba and FC Barcelona. He is going to be coming for free in this summer, but the only problem is going to be his wages. What is he going to be demanding? If he demands a total of 12 to 13 million euros per season, I do not see Barcelona paying that. If he demands a total of 5 to 6 million euros, then yes, there is a possibility that Barcelona could be bringing him in. But there are many reasons on why we should not bring David Alaba. Then there are reasons on why we should bring in David Alaba. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. I hope this gives you guys a better idea on the contract renewals and the transfers of these 2 players. I am going to continue to update you guys regarding these 3 players whenever there are brand new details, and we will be talking about it here in this YouTube channel. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.